Good morning everyone and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. A little bit of a mixed video today, but first of all I'm going to show you what I made yesterday, and then I'm going to show you how I store my dies. People keep asking me, how do I keep my dies? So I have shown previously, but I will show again. So first of all, no bag of bits today because I kept her complete and cut her out entirely in white cardstock, and then coloured her with my Touch 5 AliExpress markers. So that's the first one. And then I used this hollyhock flower die, which I think is still available on AliExpress, to go with her. And I made a tag. So I'll show that and then I will measure. And here she is. Isn't she elegant? Elegant and graceful. I used one of my old wood mount stamps up here to stamp Thinking of You, and I do have stamping tools, but I just love wood mount stamps. I collect them, and I kind of treat them on the shelf like little works of art, so I'm somebody who does have those still. And she has really pretty flowers for her hair. See if we can get a close up there. It's a bit grey today, and I use similar colour markers to do the hollyhocks. And she has a lovely little polka dot dress. I went all around the edges of this using a black liner pen, and I also used a black liner pen and my lovely white, I'm always showing it to you, here it is. Here it is again, the famous white gel pen, and I will link to those below. But I just think she's really, really sweet. So wanting to keep this quick, I'll now show you how I measure. Oh, sorry. Nope. Measure the girl is what I meant to say. I should wake up first, shouldn't I? Right, she is 4 3/4 inches from the top of her head to the tip of her toes, and of course she can be shortened by placing the legs higher up behind the skirt. And the width of her, ooh, let me see that, I would say a fraction over 2 inches wide, so she's perfect to go on a tag. These large tags no longer available on AliExpress, but they do have some similar large ones, and so I will link to those below for you. And now onto my die storage, so I'll just pop these out of the way. Right, I actually use photo storage boxes that you can get from Tuesday Morning, Michael's and Joanne, but I do recommend that you get them with a 50% off coupon or when the sale is on, and then you can usually pick them up for about $15 for a case, and in each case you'll get 16 boxes. So here's my first one. Now, I believe these are 4 inches by 6 inches, so I'm just going to measure. No, they're not. 6 3/4. I think they're meant, though, from the inside measurements to be for 4 by 6 photographs. Yes, they are. I think some people even list them as being 5 by 7, which they're definitely not. They're a little bit smaller than that. And as you can see, I label the top, and then I just use a piece of packing tape over the top to keep the label nice and clean, and that's how I store them. They all then go on their side like this, and they drop down into the case that it comes with, that these come with. But I'll open it up so that you can see. This is my Robots, Aliens, Transport and Clowns. Well, that's an interesting collection, isn't it? There's a robot. I haven't seen this one on AliExpress maybe for 2 or 3 years, and I do love robots. There's a spaceship. I don't think I've seen a spaceship on there either. We just have a little reminisce here. And usually when I get them out, I just sort them like this into my lid. Here's my collection of cars. You might still be able to get these. And what I'll do is, as I'm going through these, I'll probably try and link to some of these below. There's my circus elephant, and there's another large robot. Another car. That's a great one for putting a Christmas tree into the back of. And more little robots here, more spaceships, a little train, because as I said, this is for transport. A really cute little teddy bear in his helicopter. And these are pieces of roads and hills that I keep in here. I think you can still get those. There's a piece of road. So you can see basically how I choose to put all my things together and divide them up. That's a very large train set. And then I've got smaller sort of like cute little cars and trucks. And I do not have a clue why my teddy bear is in there, but I'm going to put him back. Another robot, another clown. I think I've got a camper van in here somewhere. Yes, look at that. Nice RV. And what else? Oh yes, we go down to really, really tiny cars. I really love that one. And I've got binoculars in here because of course they go with the RV, and it's all about transport and holidays and things like that. And look, there's even a cute little camera. So that's what I've got in that box, and I've just measured it for you. And I just put them like this. As I say, I sort them into the lid. I have far too many dies to be organised on panels for storage, and I don't have the space to do that. So to have less bulk, I just put them, you know, by label and just throw them all into a box, and it's just really, really easy for me when I've finished. Like here's another one, rabbits, cats and dogs, and I do have 3 boxes of rabbits, cats and dogs, and I actually have 100 of these boxes now, and they all go into storage cases and they all stack on a shelf. So here we go. Look, you see, I've got dogs, I've got rabbits. Here's my little cat. That's one that springs. And then of course I've got a rabbit and an egg. Some of these dies are really big, and I just don't think that you can get them anymore. There's a great Easter border. I mean, I'm not somebody who's very what's the word, fashion orientated when it comes to dies. If I like something, I will use it for years and years and years. I'm not a snob about having to have the latest thing. I just like to have what I like, and I think that that is probably the best way for anybody to purchase stuff that they're using for crafting. Always get what you like, because then it will never be out of fashion. And anyway, when you do buy things that are really trendy, give it a couple of years, and as you know, they're right back in fashion again. So this is how I do them. As I say, I just drop them into the lid like that for sorting out purposes. And I basically know what's in each of the boxes. That's one of my favourite rabbits. There he is with a little balloon. This one's about 3 years old as well, from AliExpress. But as you can see, you know, I have a lot of rabbits, a lot of cats, and a lot of dogs. This one's a really cute one. I think I'm going to make him soon. But, you know, don't be bitten by the latest and the fashion bug. Just get what you enjoy, because when you enjoy it, there's longevity in it. And you don't feel that, oh, you know, I used that one last year, I can't use it this year. Just ignore that completely and just keep using what you love. But that is how I store my dies. Just snap the lid shut, stack them up, straight back into the case. So you've seen robots, aliens, transport clowns, rabbits, cats and dogs. I will link to these today. And of course, as usual, for these, all links will be below. You have a fabulous day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.